Hello to all you what-ifers out there. Welcome back to the One-Off Shop. Today we're going to be making something really good. We're going to be making bacon and cheese stuffed pork chops. I hope you're going to enjoy it. So stick around and get ready to make some flavor. Alright, first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to make up the seasoning mix that's going to go on the outside of our pork chops. It's only going to go on the outside. The stuff that's going on the inside is seasoned. That being, today we're doing whole hog stuffed pork chops because we're putting bacon and cheese on the inside. So I'm assuming you guys have been watching my videos. If not, go back, watch the video about making bacon better. I'll put a card up at the end of this one for it. Alright, so to make up our seasoning that's going to go on the outside, we're going to use a little olive oil, little minced garlic, little onion powder, and we're going to be using some of our flat iron dark and smoky peppers. So what we're going to want to do is get you a couple tablespoons of oil in a small bowl. It's just something for everything to stick to the meat with. Then go ahead and put you about a teaspoon of minced garlic in there. Now we're going to go ahead and measure because we don't want to go too far. So do half a teaspoon of onion powder, and we'll do half a teaspoon of the dark and smoky peppers. Look at that pepper blend. My gosh. Oh, it's heavenly. Alright, that's going to make our chops taste great. Alright, so we got all that together. And what we'll do is we'll get that mixed up. We'll get that mixed up. And that's what we're going to glaze the outside of our pork chops with. So let's go ahead and get you one of these little silicone brushes, or a barbecue brush, or some sort of a basting brush. And go ahead and get all that mixed up. And let's set that off to the side and let's let those flavors meld together. Alright, we come back, we'll go ahead and we'll get our bacon and cheese mixture mixed up for the inside of our chops. Alright, I made up a batch of bacon. If you've been watching my social media, you saw that I made a batch, and then I tested this recipe. Of course, I didn't want to give away what it was, so I just showed you all the empty plate after I ate it. It was really good. Anyway, so I took the bacon and I ran it through my slicer dicer that attaches to my mixer there, and got my bacon all chopped up nice and fine. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take a 1/4 cup of that. Doesn't have to be firmly packed, just a loose pack 1/4 cup. Now if you're doing a bunch of these chops, you're going to want to increase the amount of bacon. But I'm only doing 3 because I'm just using the chops that were left over from doing the schnitzel. Alright, and then next you're going to take some cheese. I'm using some triple cheddar. We're going to go ahead and see if we can't get it into this little 1/4 cup, just to try to measure it out a little bit. Because we want the cheese to highlight the bacon, but we don't want it to overtake it, so we mix them 1 and 1. So 1/4 cup cheese, 1/4 cup bacon bits, our homemade bacon, by the way. And then just go ahead and get that mixed up, and you can set that back in the fridge and let those start coming together. Make sure that none of your bacon's sticking together. Chop it up. Make sure it's broken up, no clumps in there. Alright, go ahead and get that in the fridge. When we come back, we'll go ahead and get our chops sliced. Alright, one note I wanted to make about pork chops, or any pork really, other than, like, you know, pre-packaged stuff. When you get fresh cut meat from the deli or from the butcher there at Walmart, whatever, when you pull your pork out, make sure you go ahead and wash it. Irregardless, it's going to develop that little bit of slime on the outside, and that's where all that bacteria is starting to grow. Go ahead and wash off your pork chops. Get them into a small dish like this, and put them in a bath of some seasoned salt, and let them sit for hour and a half, overnight if you want to. That's going to do 2 things. It's going to tenderize the meat, and the salt's going to kill any remaining bacteria that's on there. And you keep that in the fridge while you do that so it stays good and cold. Anyway, let me go ahead and get these drained. We'll get them sliced up. All right, once you got your chops drained, you're going to want to go ahead and tap them dry with a paper towel. Just go ahead and open up a paper towel and just kind of dab them a little bit, soak up some of that extra moisture, and it's going to soak up some of that salt on the outside. All right, let's go ahead and get these on our cutting board here, and I'll show you how we're going to stuff these chops here. Alright, first thing you're going to want to do is find the edge of your chop. Now your chops are going to have to be at least a ½ inch thick. So what you want to do is lay your chop down. Take the tip of your knife and find the center of your chop. Push in almost all the way to the back. Then just start slicing towards you a little. Flip your knife around. Come back the other way, and we're starting to form the pocket. So what we can do now is take our knife, stick the point all the way down to one end, start slicing, and keep poking it toward the back of the chop, and turn kind of in a semicircle. There we've got a pocket, and we can open it up a little more in there and slice those little bits that are still sticking together. There we go. Now you got a nice pocket to put some stuff in. All right, we'll be back. All right, here's how we're gonna prepare our chops to go in the air fryer. So we're gonna go ahead and take our first chop out here. We'll open up that pocket. We'll take some of our bacon and cheese mixture here. Make sure you push it down in there and fill that pocket. Mash it down in there. Fill it up with as much as you possibly can. Alright, once you got your pocket completely stuffed, go ahead and give it a little pinch all across the chop. Hold it together, and then just set that one down. Alright, let me go ahead and get these other two stuffed, and then we'll get them seasoned for cooking. This one kind of opened up on the end on me, but that's okay. It happens. It's still going to taste the same, even though it's not going to be as pretty. Alright, so we got some in there. Add a little more here. Alright, we'll give that a little pinch. Set her down. Take our last one here. This pocket here. Go ahead and get that stuff full. In there. Got just a little bit left here. Alright. Give that a little pinch and set that down. Now what we'll do is we'll take our little basting brush here and our olive oil mixture that we made up. All these flavors have now melded together, and they're going to be awesome. So we're just going to take that. We're going to baste the outside of each one of the chops. You don't have to be crazy with it. Just a little coating. That seasoning is going to go a long way. That dark and smoky flat iron pepper blend is definitely going to bring out some flavor in this chop. Then you're going to have your spicy bacon that's going to be on the inside. I made mine with the 4-pepper blend, the one that's really nice and spicy. So that's what's going to be going on the inside of the chop, and then you're going to have this nice oniony dark smoky flavor on the outside. So once you got one side done, go ahead and flip your chops over and do the other side. Be a little more generous this time. and get all these seasoned up. And then we're going to let them rest for a little bit. We're going to give that olive oil and these seasonings a chance to soak into the meat. Give that bacon and cheese time to kind of meld into the middle of the chops. Ooh, that'll be a good one there. Alright, we'll take some of this last little bit that's crusty where your olive oil's run out. Take that crusty stuff. Oop. You take that, and that's what you put along the fat on the outside of your chop. You should notice we cut it from the side that didn't have the fat on it. And this is why. We want to season that fat with all this onion and garlic and smoky peppers. It's going to go into that fat. Alright, so once you've got your chops all seasoned up, I'm going to be using foil, or you can use saran wrap or sandwich bag, whatever you have. But just go ahead and get them wrapped up nice and tight. Give them a little push, a little press. Alright, go ahead and get those in the fridge and leave them in there for about 30 minutes. We're going to let all those flavors come together. Then we're going to be throwing them in the air fryer. About 5 minutes before it's time to pull your chops out of the refrigerator, go ahead and turn your air fryer on and get it warm. Because contrary to popular belief, those things aren't instant like a microwave. Always preheat your air fryer. Alright, we got our air fryer almost preheated here. Got our chops out. They've been in the fridge for about 30 minutes or so. Alright, we're good and preheated. Go ahead and pull out your pan. Give it a good spray with some Pam. Let's get our chops opened up here. And we'll go ahead and take these and lay them one at a time in the bottom of our pan. I'm going to turn all the openings toward the middle. That way stuff starts coming out. It's all going to come together in one pile. So there's our chops in the air fryer. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do 375. We're going to go 8 to 10 minutes depending on your air fryer. Mine will probably be done in about 8. Alright, we're just waiting for the air fryer to finish up here. Should be done any second now. There we go. And pork chops are looking pretty good. I think we're going to put them in for just a couple more minutes. Alright, that's the end of our 2 minutes. Let's see what we're looking like here. Oh my goodness. Look at those. Alright, let's get them on a plate and we'll be right back. Alright, let's go ahead and get one of these out of here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, we'll go ahead and lay that down here. Let's see if it'll cut with a fork or not. Oh yeah. You can cut that with your fork. That's what I'm talking about right there. Bacon and cheese on the inside. Let's give that a try. Absolutely wonderful. Dark, smoky, and onion flavor on the outside, and a nice kick from the hot peppers that are on the bacon on the inside, and that bacon flavor is creeped right through the chop. Can't beat that with a stick. Alright, let me get set up and we'll be right back. Alright, there's our finished product. stuffed pork chops. Bacon and cheese stuffed pork chops. Very good. All right, that's it for this week, or for this Saturday, I should say. We'll be back on Tuesday. But before we leave, I wanted to give a shout out to a few folks. I want to say hi to all my Army buddies from Echo Company 16 over in Germany and Delta Company 3rd or 327th back here in the States at the 101st Airborne. All y'all know who you are. I'd also like to give a shout out to my alma mater, my high school, H.M. King High School, Kingsville, Texas. Thanks to all my classmates that have been watching the videos and sharing them for me. I greatly appreciate it. All right, on Tuesday, we'll have another sweet treat. And I've been having a hankering for something, so I started rummaging through my shelves, and I came up with coconut. So tune in Tuesday, and we'll see what sweet treat we can make up with some coconut. So until next time, keep rummaging through the cabinets, keep rifling through the fridge, turn those what-ifs into a one-off.